Okay, we need to talk about holding the guitar. So before you start playing and strumming this thing, we need to make sure that we're holding it correctly. So there are a couple of ways to do it. I'm going to show you the way that I like the best and the way that I'm kind of doing it now. So what you want to do is have this sort of curvy part of your guitar here resting on your right leg. If you have a standard guitar and you're right-handed, that's how you would be set up. Your left hand would be over here holding the neck, and your right hand is kind of draped across over here. And then this curvy part is resting just on your right leg, on your right thigh. If you cross your legs, same sort of deal. You would have the guitar kind of sitting there. Some guitar players, classical guitar players in particular, will have the guitar kind of propped up in between their legs, with their left leg sort of propped up on like a little stool or a little stand. We're not going to do that. We're going to do more of a classic folky pop rock kind of guitar holding position. So again, right leg, curvy part just sort of gently resting on it. The guitar should be pretty straight up against, straight up and down against your body, maybe leaning a little bit. So there's a little bit of space between my body and the guitar, maybe like 6 or 7 inches. You don't want it like right up against your body, maybe a couple inches out, and then it can kind of rest back this way. You don't want it starting to slip down too flat like this, because that's going to be hard to play and you'll hurt your wrist as you try to make chord shapes. So again, just kind of straight up and down, maybe leaning a little bit against your body is good. And again, sort of play around with different positions to make sure that you're actually comfortable. You shouldn't really be experiencing any kind of pain when you're holding the guitar or when it's just kind of resting here, but the majority of the guitar, the weight of it is going to rest on your leg. This right arm sort of helps to hold it in place, especially kind of up here. Your left arm really isn't doing anything. Like you can see, I'm moving my left arm around and the guitar is staying in place. And I can even pull my hand off and I'm just sort of letting it rest up against my body and up here, the top of my right arm. So you're not really supporting it with this left arm because we're going to need to do stuff with our fingers to actually play it. So that's the basics of how to hold a guitar. Play around with it again. It should be pretty comfortable. You should be sitting straight up and down. With pretty good posture. Rest your feet on the floor and keep it kind of rested on your right leg and you should be good. Okay, I'll see you in the next section.